Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm MJ. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, so this is part one of my bipolar story. I was diagnosed with bipolar 1 when I was 14 years old. My parents took me to, I had been in therapy my whole life, but I was diagnosed with bipolar 1 when I was 14 years old. I started taking medications, and from the age of 14 to 18, I literally felt like a lab rat. I tried so many different medications. I couldn't even tell you the names of all of them, but the one that really stuck out to me, the one that wasn't very helpful to me and made me decide not to be on medication when I turned 18 was lithium. The lithium worked as far as like everyone around me could tell because I was calm, but I was not happy. I gained a substantial amount of weight in a matter of 6 months, and my hair was falling out. So when I turned 18, I said, that's it, no more. I'm not doing this. And I didn't take any medication from the age of 18 to now, just the past couple of months. So that's a long time to be basically fighting with your own self and a disease. And basically I was just trying to lie to myself the entire time. Like my parents just made this up. This is something that they made up that I had because they couldn't handle me. No, that's not the case. I really have this disease, and it really affected my life. It affected my relationships with family, with friends, even with my kids to a certain extent. So I don't know. I get why kids and adults have such an issue with being on medication and why people struggle with it and go back and forth. Because when you have a bad experience on medication, it's kind of hard to be realistic and say, okay, that's just this medication. I need to try something else. You have to keep trying until you find something that works. And that's key. You really have to keep trying until you find something that works. It's a job. This disease is a job. It's hard to handle. And sometimes you want to give up, but you can't. You cannot give up. You have to get up every day, and you have to find a way to improve your life. Even if it's just a little bit by day, that work that you put in will have such a big payoff in the end. So that's really part one of my bipolar story. All I can really say is now that I'm on medication, each day gets a little bit easier. I still have bad days. I still have days where I feel sad, but it feels different now. It's not, I feel sad, therefore I cannot do anything today. I can't get up. I can't go anywhere. I can't brush my hair. I'm not doing anything. You feel it. It's there, but you're able to work through it and still hustle and grind in your life. So medication is really important if you have bipolar. I know it's hard for some people to come to that conclusion, and it's hard for some people to ask for help. It's not an easy thing to ask for help, but you got to do it. You got to find one person. If there's just one person, a friend, a family member, whoever, that will listen to you. Because you need to be able to talk about your feelings with somebody. Otherwise, you go crazy, right? Everybody needs somebody to talk to in a time of need. But I find that sometimes, when you tell people you're bipolar, you have like two certain people. Like some people are like, oh, wow, like I've heard of that, or, and they ask questions they want to know. And then you get the other people where you say you're bipolar. And, oh, shit. I heard about bipolar people. They're crazy. I'm not getting involved, So shout outs to all my friends who have stuck by me, even though I'm batshit crazy half the time, because y'all are my real friends and I love you all. So, and that's really important too, if you're bipolar, is to have, or even depression or anxiety. If you have any type of mental illness at all, it's really, really detrimental to your life and your mental health to have a support system. You need a support system. It doesn't have to be family. It can be whoever you want it to be, as long as this is a positive person that's willing to, be there and listen when you need someone to talk to. So a support system is number one in my book. You gotta have it. So, I don't know. Life gets easier, but the disease never goes away. Like I'm always gonna have it. It's real. It's a real thing. But I'm now learning how to cope with it, and I'm also learning how to be honest with my truth and not feel ashamed, because that's a big thing. For a long time, you just feel so ashamed to tell people, oh, I suffer with bipolar, or, there's people out there that have anxiety so bad that they can't even leave their house sometimes. Like, it's a real thing, and people need to start talking about it more and openly. So people like me, or people who are still struggling hard, in the dark place, will feel comfortable enough to come out and ask for the help. That's what's so important. We put such a bad stigma on it that people are scared. They're scared to tell people that they struggle with these problems. But it's so important that you have a support system and someone to talk to. So join me again for my bipolar story part 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you guys. Thank you.